Welcome to another episode of Two Girls in a Chair. I'm Rachel, and this is Jess coming at you. I'm going to get better and better at that, bro.
Oh, it's good. I don't know if you can
What if
get
I
any better.
unplug
It's
something?
really good.
Okay, so right now, audience, we are trying to find a technical difficulty that nobody in my home has been able to solve. Okay. And it's been happening for a while. I have a modem and it doesn't seem to be giving me the best internet, even though it says 3 devices are connected. And I don't know what the other 2 other than this computer. So me and Jess think that,
Okay.
well, she's just here for moral support. I am going to figure
Yeah.
out what's plugged in. I feel like if I unplug maybe this big TV behind me here, maybe it will help. But I don't know what plug that
I
is
don't
because my husband's
I don't think that's gonna
PS5
do
is
it.
also connected. Care about y'all
Yeah.
so much.
Yeah, Rachel's unplug the TV. I think did you guys end up unplugging the fridge or do you guys
If I did
still have
that,
that
John
plugged
would
in?
kill me because what if I forget that I unplugged the fridge and then everything rots? So how is you?
What? Who?
How is you?
Oh, how am I? Oh, yeah. I'm all right.
Yes.
I'm a little sleepy, but I'm feeling good. How about you? You
Good.
woke up at what, 3 a.m. or 4?
I really go to bed
5?
so early, but
5.
this week beat the crap out of me for literally no reason. I mean,
I
reasons.
mean, you did work pretty hard.
I work hard, and then I did make that promise to myself last week that I was going to go to the gym at minimum 3 times this week, and I exceeded, plus physical
Yeah,
therapy.
baby.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a
actually,
lot.
and I can't hang. I can't hang. Like, girl, our trip, you're right. I actually did some research, and you can train for this. I just am going to have to skip out on the gym for 2 weeks at my normal time.
Yeah, you have to do it like afterwards, right?
Yeah, so I would have to go to the gym to train for a 3-hour time difference for me because I'm in Florida, fans, and me going
Yeah.
to a different state that's 3 hours behind me, I'm not used to. What's
And a
more
little
natural
stronger
than
or something.
caffeine, right, you
What's in
guys?
between cocaine and caffeine? Is there
Caffeine.
anything in between?
Drop that in the comments. If there's anything in between hard drugs that are uppers and caffeine
Yeah,
that would still
and
label
caffeine,
as
yeah.
sobriety, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Drop it.
Yeah, if there's something in between,
There
there's got to
might.
be
It's pre-workout.
yeah.
Stop. I will take
Maybe.
pre-workout.
What is what?
I
I've
just
heard
went into the
melatonin does,
hardcore
but
thing.
I don't think you need that.
Melatonin. I
Yeah,
take enough of that.
that's what I mean. I'm like, I don't think. What are you gonna do? Like,
I feel like that
just
would
sleep
make
the
me
whole time? I don't know.
worse.
It
That would
would
make
make
me
you
like
worse, yeah.
groggy and like be asking for way more caffeine than I need.
Yeah. No, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna figure it out though.
We will.
I
We're
don't
gonna
know. I
get
don't
through
think I'm
this.
gonna have a hard
We
time.
are.
1 hour for me?
Yeah, you're gonna be okay. Gang gang. You're gonna be okay. You'll be fine. I
You like this?
with how I sleep now, I do. That's what I was laughing about when you couldn't hear me. Whoops. I wish I had that.
You right here, girl. You
Imagine
do.
you bring
It's
that to the airport and
and
they're
you'll
like, "Ma'am, you have to buy a seat for that."
yeah, I will.
That's crazy,
I'll do
bro.
whatever I've gotta do. I'll
Anything
do
for the pod.
whatever.
No, but
Anything.
literally,
Oh yeah.
quite literally, if they
Seriously.
said it's going to be another $130 for you to take that face of me, nah. Like they trip it. What
They
if
won't
I
even
really
know.
talk
I'll
like that?
sneak it in.
How? You got to
They
fold
won't
it.
even know. No, I'll never fold it. No. I'll always
You
act like I'm
fold
a
it
big
and hurt
girl.
your hand.
Yeah. Like don't hate on me because I'm a big girl. Right? So that's
Don't hate
basically
the
it.
player, hate the game.
Will body shame my weird shaped body. So they won't even
I
know.
bet you don't have a weird shaped body. I'll be the judge of that.
No, well, it's gonna be this shape.
I wanted to start off with telling our audience how we met because this goes into our friendship literally. It's how we met. Right. That's how friendship happens.
We met on Christian Mingle.
Because we tried to turn a new leaf and we
Yes.
decided we did not want to continue down that path, but we became friends. Podcast. Well, so everybody in the comments, that sounds like a
H
Fraggle Rock type thing.
M that no um no H I think it's an N H A.
No, let's be for real. Like how did we meet and not make our connection happen for the listeners?
It took a little while to get to this point. Well,
Well,
I mean,
think
first
about it.
podcast
It's
I've ever
July.
gone on. Yeah, it's
It
July.
was an
I think we
unexpected
talked in January.
look, I actually was not expecting to interview you alone. So you were my third alone interview. So I was super nervous. And then I went on your page and I was like, okay, she seems cool. And then I felt comfortable doing it. I was actually so nervous too. Like, I was so nervous because I didn't know how to lead
I make you
interviews and
nervous?
make you nervous, baby. I mean, we both made each other nervous. We were fucking freaking out.
Oh. Oh
I
yeah, I
mean,
was
you
shitting
did. It
myself.
was vulnerable for
I think I
you.
did shit myself almost.
I mean, you
There
you
was
did because you were very anxious, walk away a couple times. It was hard for you.
yeah, it was oh yeah, I cried way more than I thought I would. I didn't even think I would cry. And
Yeah.
there went the waterworks. But yeah, my first
You didn't
podcast
sob
ever
though.
was with you, which is crazy.
Ironic, right? And I
Already.
wasn't even the one to reach out to you. And I usually was the person for that
Yeah.
podcast to reach out to people. So that's what makes it a little bit more crazy. And then I
Yeah.
noticed when I was interviewing you, I mean, I rewatched a lot of it and I was like, I was being very professional. But I remember I was like, oh my gosh, this sounds like my life. Oh my gosh, I could relate to this. And I think like I even got off topic and I was like, me too, me too. And I was like, stop, you need to be professional. But then we kept the friendship going. We were like, hey, we like the same stuff almost, basically. Like, and we do the same thing
Yep.
for our recovery, basically
Yep.
very similar stuff. So I was like, do you want to continue in the community together? Let's like do monthly things, and you're the creative one. We take different pathways with recovery, and this is where I will let you lead if you feel comfortable with that, and I'll chime in because we are very similar, and that's one of the that brings us to like how our friendship evolved more.
Yeah. Yeah. Um Definitely. Like I feel like most people that I have met through social media have followed a very traditional way of recovery, whether that being, to me, traditional means AA, the 12
Yeah.
steps, or going into treatment. I have never been in treatment. I know you haven't either. Um,
Mhm.
for me, not saying that I would never look down on anyone who has that pathway, but for me, it just was not a realistic thing. I couldn't see myself going into treatment, even though I probably should have, because the physical symptoms were so bad
Yes.
for detoxing.
Oh yeah,
But
medically that
just
part.
that, absolutely. Like, in hindsight, I would have gone, now that I know
Yeah.
more. And I don't judge anyone for that. I think it's a great thing. I think it's a tool that, a lot of people should be using.
Yeah.
But it wasn't something that was realistic for me at the time. I needed to take control of my life in a totally different way, and it had to be immediate, and it had to be me building it from, like, the ground up. And that
Yeah.
meant no one leading the way, I guess. Like, I had to
Yeah.
find all these things and create my own rehab, I guess, in a sense, create my own program
Yeah.
for myself, because I didn't want to be away from home. I didn't want to go into a room when I had social anxiety and talk about, some of my deepest and darkest, days. So
Hmm.
meeting
And you weren't
you and knowing
obligated
that
to.
you also did the same thing, it's
Hmm.
it's not very common.
Right. I mean, my story is similar. I started off in the rooms because well, first, let's backtrack. The physical symptoms and the withdrawals, I always say do not go, like when I speak on this, I start off with do not do that. Medically, you could have seizures, you could die, especially cuz like we were both using pills and alcohol at the same time. So that's like even more terrifying. But alcohol withdrawals are so severe. Get medical attention, even if it's just going to the hospital and getting fluids, something, tell them the truth. I know it's hard. But get that type of help because both of us did not do that. And so many things could have happened, but it was so hard. The withdrawals, but then back into it, I was told to go to AA because that's just the only way to get sober, I thought. So I did attempt it and I had a whole slip up. I had a bad incident and it was a turn off for me. So then I went into sobriety coaching and it was a big help. I actually use a lot of those tools from who I met there with my weight loss journey and everything. I'm not going to knock what I learned completely, but by the time I hit my 1 year, I was like, nah, this isn't authentic to me. So I just went the wellness route. I started feeling like I needed to take care of my mental health. I was like, wait a second, let's back it up. Like, why did I start using? Why did I start using? Let's address that. And then I also found the whole recovery dharma where I ended up like, okay, this is not a program. Like, you don't have to go to meetings. There are meetings where you could go and meditate and do yoga with other people, and it is some form of a community. But I just took it into the whole Buddhist mindset when it's like, okay, let's meditate, sit in our feelings, let's do some wellness, let's see why we started using in the first place and addressing it that way. And the whole deep breathing, too. Like, it's so necessary, but you need to take care of your mental health. Like, both of us have mental health issues that needed to be addressed a long time ago, and now we're doing it in our 30s, right? So it seems so confusing. We're like, are these feelings normal? Because we come from recovery, but also we have mental illness. So we're like, okay, how do we like navigate this? Because we're a little over 2 years sober, and now we're like, okay. what the hell do we do about our mental without using?
Yeah,
I
seriously.
think I
Yeah,
just went
using
so deep
I love it. Yeah, and
when,
absolutely, I'm right there with you. It's like, yeah, you do learn some tools from place and from people and places that you don't expect. Uh, and it's not a loss. Just because you don't identify with the same community anymore doesn't mean that you're against it. Because I mean, I've
oh no,
done a few meetings. Yeah.
me too,
And for
recently.
me, it just was not it. I could not get into it. And I was doing like EMDR at the time
Yes,
and, looking into other things, really focusing on getting back on medication and taking it appropriately.
right.
Because, of course, like I've said many times, I think I've said it in like almost every recording we've done or anything else I've done ever, is drinking on medication is not a good thing. It will not work.
So
Um,
terrible.
yeah, so I needed to learn if it worked or it didn't or what I need to do from
Right,
there. And that was
right.
really
We
the
never
root
gave
of
it a
it. Yeah, like
chance
I really didn't. I never really gave it a chance because I drank since
on it.
I don't even know, like I've said different ages, but I know the first time I ever like had alcohol was like 12 or like 13. But when I
Mm-hmm.
started deeply drinking, like almost every day, it's probably like 15, which is crazy.
Yeah, that's a little earlier than
So,
me. The daily
yeah,
drinking started when I was about like
really
18,
drinking, yeah,
19. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's
And then
both
there was
still
years
very
where like I
young.
didn't as much, but some of my most severe times of um addiction were when was a child. So
Yeah, that's so
I
young.
was also taking it's so young, right? And then you don't know
Mm-hmm.
yourself. So you really and then I was diagnosed with depression and anxiety, so I was taking medication, but then again, I started out taking this stuff and I was still using other things. I was like smoking weed and doing all
Yeah,
kinds of stuff. So
messing
nothing
your mental
really
up more.
nothing ever got better. Yeah.
Right.
Plus, my life was
No, I mean,
crazy.
facts, mine too. So it didn't help. That actually caused my anxiety growing up like that, always being in fight or flight. Still to this day, I live like that. But I mean, for me, it's not that I did give AA the chance. I did. And to me, the steps, I love that it works for thousands and hundreds of people. I really do. It's very it's not part of what I want to do for my own personal recovery. I don't knock
Ooh,
anybody who does it.
I have something that I think is like poignant, as someone may say. Addiction is natural rebellion. So I feel like when you're using a program, there's like a lot of like internal conflict. And I feel like that's why a lot of people have difficulty maintaining sobriety through like the 12 steps, if that makes sense.
Maybe. Quite quite
Yeah.
possibly, and it's not for everybody, and I love that it does work for people. Now, I don't my main point as being a recovery advocate, right? And a mental health advocate, right? And I think you agree is one, not only like as long as everybody stays sober, that's the main goal here, but not only that, you need to work on what you're doing outside of these rooms, right? Like you need to okay, you go to these meetings and let's say you go to one or two a day. That's great. You have community, you have people that are listening and all of that. Great. Now, what are you doing when you leave that room? Like, what are you doing to make sure that you stay away from that substance and not only just stay away? Like, that's the goal here, right? But what are you doing to stay away and be okay with life and start being peaceful and happy? What are you doing to achieve that? And that's where the root of everything is, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean, I just don't want anyone to ever just go, and I've met people where this has happened. I have a coworker. I don't want somebody to go into a room and feel discouraged and just be like, you know what? Since this is the only way, because that's what they only know, right? I'm going back to using. I don't
Yeah.
want that. And I want
Oh
people to
yeah.
just be educated on other resources and things that they could do, because not only do I just meditate and do the recovery dharma, because that's a little structured, yes. I don't fully follow it. I just am mindful. I have become very mindful, and if you feel good mentally and physically, you're going to want to do good. So it's part of who I am, but I mean it also goes into wellness and fitness. That helps me with my sobriety too. I know that helps you too.
Yeah, it's really you can create your own method. So it doesn't have to follow what everyone else is doing. It doesn't have to be written down. Um but yeah, if you find bits and pieces of things that come your way and you do them and it works, that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
So, I love that.
Just don't use and find out. To me, it's just big. Find out why you wanted to use that substance, because I
Yeah.
would say there's pillars to it, right? I mean, boredom and confidence and stuff like that, but now let's chop it down even deeper. Okay, yeah, you get all
Yeah.
that stuff when you use, right? But why do you want to chase that? What from your
Yeah.
childhood or your
Why are you numbing
teenagehood or
yourself?
yes. Why do you feel like you need to be
Mhm.
confident with a substance? Why do
Yeah.
you why do you feel bored when you're not using? And what can you do to fix that boredom without using? So it's just,
Yes.
there's so much that goes into this. And as long as it's nobody's business how you recover, as long as you're recovering.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like a lot of us, and I mean, it's not something to feel guilty about, but so many of us like preach and we put ourselves out there and a lot of it is for accountability too. But in the end, it's
Yeah.
like what I do is gonna be
Hmm.
different than what Bobby does and what Susan does, and
I mean,
like
it's true.
that's about it. Like, yeah, there's no real yeah, you don't need just one way of doing things. Be fucking weird. Be a weird person. If being weird and like making a podcast with a homie is what you need, you gotta do that. You in the movie Frozen, girl. You the main
I don't know if
character
that would be
now.
the top movie. What would be the
What's
top
her
character you would be in a Disney movie if you had to pick?
I was gonna say Peter Pan.
Stop it. That's crazy. And I
Okay,
love
file.
I went
Um
to Michael Jackson real quick. I mean, look, I was thinking you were going to
right.
say a woman, or I was not expecting Peter Pan, but I
No,
like it.
I'll do that.
And it's kind of fitting.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know
Who do you
how,
think
and
I
I'm
am?
so
Who am
sorry.
I? Am I Pocahontas because I'm Aboriginal?
You're a what did you say?
Pocahontas
Why though?
because I'm Aboriginal. Do you know what that is?
Okay. Are you saying that because you have native blood?
Yeah, because I'm Native.
Oh, okay. So that's why you picked her?
No, but who do you pick for me? You have to pick one for me because I don't know Disney anymore. I'm so far removed from the
I
Disney
mean,
world that I don't even
personality
know.
wise,
Yeah,
personality
tell me.
wise,
Break it to me.
well,
Tell
actually,
me.
all these princesses are actual rebels. So that's actually very hard on. I would say honestly,
So,
straight up, even though
straight
she
up.
was a daddy's girl, I would say my favorite princess, Jasmine, because she is the most rebellious one. to me, and that's a
Yeah, I
compliment.
don't even remember. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank
Yep,
you.
I would say
Jasmine? I
you're
don't really
Jasmine.
remember. You'd be Olaf.
It's pretty fitting.
Robin Hood? Is that
I think that's part of like Snow White if you go deep into that, but I don't know. I was her for Halloween
Robin
one
Hood?
year.
You were Snow White?
Yeah.
Did you do a lot of coke?
Dead. No, I was just drunk that night
No, just sleeping because you're fucking wasted.
because Sleeping Beauty. No,
Look at
I
me go.
actually surprisingly did not. I surprisingly did not black out that night, but I was inappropriate per usual.
Yeah. Per usual.
And John was the doucheinator.
The what?
A nice outfit, kind of like a suit, kind of like mobster vibes. And then
Mm-hmm.
his brother's girlfriend at the time had like, I don't know why she had this, but she had hair glue and she had fake like hair that we could mat up and put chest hair for him. And we put it sticking out of his shirt. We got a fake cigar, like, and obviously he was drinking. And he just was being a douche all night. And he was just the doucheinator. Like he's just vibing out, like doing the peace sign, like stuff like that. So it was just hilarious. He ended up having the best costume. I was Snow White. And yeah, it was a not memorable Halloween at all because I don't remember.
Yeah. Memorable?
I
Dude,
just remember getting
I thought
ready.
you were talking about, the movie, what the fuck oh my god. Dude, I think I'm getting old timers disease.
Me too.
Sausage Party. Sausage Party.
Ooh, I
I thought you were
love
talking
that
about like
movie.
the douche from that.
I
Okay. Is she gone again? She gone again, 'cause the fucking internet fucking sucks. Her internet is really bad. I don't know what's going on. She's gotta unplug the fridge. You gotta unplug the fridge and the microwave, and then you gotta jump up and down and turn around, and you gotta fart and clap your hands 3 times.
I'm not frozen anymore.
Okay, do you hear my songs that I sing in between when you're gone or no?
Nope. I wish I did.
Nice. They're good.
But I'm not frozen
Good
anymore.
songs. No, you're still frozen.
I better not
Ah!
be. I mean, have you always been active your whole life or was that like new to you?
I've always been active. Like I was super hyper my whole life. I didn't sleep a whole lot as a kid. And I was like in every sport. I was doing everything all the time.
Mhm.
So yeah, I was like anything that was like going on at school, I did like basketball, soccer, I did like field
Yeah.
hockey for a little bit.
Did you ever do anything
Volleyball.
like
Volleyball was good.
traveling or competitive?
I had the opportunity to, but
Oh
with how
wow.
crazy my family was, we never really did. Um,
No,
did some wrestling when I was younger too. Yeah,
that's cool.
volleyball. I was probably the best at volleyball out of all those things. I did like some dance. I did a lot of stuff when I was younger, and then like my dad was he kept getting heavier and heavier into addiction, so in junior high, it was really bad, and he was so sick, that I was, like, barely doing anything. I think I just did basketball and then, volleyball and then, like, let go of, like, some other stuff, and then in high school, I didn't do any of those things. I did, however, go to the gym still because that was, like, pretty much the only place I was allowed to go because I was grounded all the time for partying and whatever. Meanwhile, I'm going home to, like, a fucking trap house, which is so stupid,
Right?
so it's, like, the
Yeah.
dumbest shit. Either way, my arms were jacked. I looked
Yeah.
fucking good, but I was hungover and I felt like shit, but yeah, how
I
about you?
mean,
Did you do
it is what
sports
it is.
growing up?
No, but I was always in dance. I did dance as a little girl, and my mom was a ballerina, so she would, like, teach me things at home. My
Oh,
earliest nice memories of my mom were actually, like, dancing with her. So, without
yeah.
getting me to cry right now, that came out of nowhere. But yes, that was the nicest thing, and it goes deep with the whole Aladdin thing. Like, people are like, "Oh, you're like a Disney girl." Like, no, I'm an Aladdin girl because hopefully I don't cry. But she actually used to put on Aladdin for me, and when a whole new world would come on, she would spin me in the air and she would dance with me. And I don't really think
That
she
is
was under
so
the influence, but I also yeah, I also, yeah, I'm getting teary-eyed. I just also remember
yeah, me
that, and I remember giggling from it. Like, I was very little, and sorry.
yeah.
So,
No,
I
I'm
hold on to
also crying.
Aladdin.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I
Especially
mean,
having, like, an
it's
addict
happy
parent.
memories.
Yeah.
No,
It's
it's
not
not
all
all
bad,
bad
but yeah.
because they're
Um,
people. They're people. I mean, she
yeah.
was a person beyond the drugs, and those were the little things I had as a little girl because, we both had really bad childhoods. But with my addict parent, that's the
Yeah.
one little memory. She used to dance with me, and I grew up, and the addiction got so bad that I could not continue going to dance classes because that's expensive. But she would teach me at
Yeah.
home things. And when Michael Jackson comes on, I still think of her to this day. She would dance with me to that. And she would always like egg me on to dance more and always cheer me on. And then in high school, I got into color guard, which is with the marching band. I would do the flags, but that's basically the marching band's dance team. Yes, girl.
I totally forgot
I
that.
Yes, I did some really hardcore like plies and leaping in the air with a flag. One time I actually jabbed a trombonist in the rib as I was going in between. And they actually stopped at practice. They stopped practice and called me out and yelled at me in front of the whole marching band. I was like, I'm sorry. It was an accident. I was like 14, 15. This was before it got hardcore for me. And then it got hardcore.
Oh. Oh. Were you dressing ghetto yet? Or yeah, you did. You were ghetto, but you were doing these things, right? Like these nerdy things?
This wasn't, I would say anybody who's watching this could agree. Anybody who knows what color guard is, you are basically the dance team, kind of like the cheerleaders for the marching band, but it's a little slutty. It's a little slutty.
Oh.
I
Oh.
mean, we were bending and
Okay.
twisting and doing some like, twerking. Oh, it's happening again, the spinning.
Oh, interesting.
We
Interesting.
were in high
Oh,
school
that
and we
yeah, I
were
don't know. We
minors.
don't have that yet here. We're not doing that. We're not.
Look, I mean, I
Canada,
was
we're
raised
not doing
around
that.
music, but the whole
Just
fitness coming
musical
into my
gal.
life, fitness when it comes to lifting and stuff like that, which is a huge part of my recovery from the whole weight loss, that came in like right away, day one of sobriety for me. I used that as like, even though I was
Oh
at
wow.
first going to AA, I went walking and got into the gym. That helps me mentally.
Yeah, the walking for sure helped because it was taking up time. I think that was so important. It's like, okay, if I can do this for like a couple hours, I'm sober for a couple hours. So yeah, walking was
Yeah.
huge when I first got sober. Oh yeah, I was
What
walking
about yoga?
all the time. I
Me
still
too.
like walking now.
Me too. When did yoga come
That
into
was
play for you?
Oh, yeah. The first yoga class I ever went to was a hot yoga class. Actually, I've only done like one yoga class that wasn't hot, which is kind of weird, but um I did that when I was like 19. I went to a karma class. It was like a $5 drop-in hot yoga class, and I wore like a ton of makeup, which I thought, I'm like, "Oh, it's hot," but like it's not that hot.
I'm dead.
It's fucking hot. It's blazing. It's fucking blazing hot in there. And I just loved it. And then I kept doing that. And then, here and there, because hot yoga is very hard on your body. And when you're drunk and dehydrated, it is extremely dangerous. So there
Yeah,
was years sometimes where I wasn't doing it, or I would do it and then I would have to like leave the room because I'm like pretty much just like freaking dying in there. But yeah, the last 2 years I've been going like at least once a week, I would say. I try to go
that's
more, but
awesome.
sometimes yeah, yeah. So I love it. It's very relaxing, and yeah, it's just I don't know. I think it's because the heat really takes you out of your own brain for a bit, because you're really just trying to stay in there in that room because it's so
Yeah,
blazing hot. You're doing all these stretches, and it's not, I wouldn't say it's survival mode, but there's something there, some kind of inner strength that will pull you in, and
yeah.
that makes you present. Yeah. It's very cool.
It's funny that we do something so opposite. I've tried yoga, not hot yoga, which sounds to me like absolute, I'm sorry, it sounds like absolute hell to me
Yeah,
because
some people
being
hate
hot
it.
or too cold to me, I get overstimulated easy, so I don't know if that would make me irritated or not, but I also like something that's a challenge mentally. So I don't know. I'm willing to, I always try things, but Zumba is not one of those things, by the way. I'm not ever, don't ask me to ever do Zumba.
Scuba.
I remember I threw that out in a story and you died. I'm like, I don't know. People do it. And I'm not
Zumba from
knocking it for any listeners.
like people haven't done that for like 20, no, more than 20 years. Oh my God, we're getting old.
I did it
Zumba is
and I
like
was
from the
like
90s,
trying to
right?
keep. No, Zumba is like, don't quote me and don't come for me in the comments from all of our crazy fans. But don't come for me like that. But I think Zumba is some form of maybe Brazilian, some type of Latin and some type of African type vibe, and it's dancing. So it's like it's kind of like aerobic class, but with extreme, yeah. And it's
Mm.
with a lot of older women sometimes really enjoy the hell out of that, and they're in the front and yelling like things like that. It's kind talk about
They're yelling
overstimulation.
Zumba!
Stop, girl. I swear to God, that's happened in front of me before. And I'm like, woo, like I'm like trying to keep up.
Zumba!
And I'm a dancer. I'm a dancer and I'm like trying to do this. And I'm like, no, let me just go back and do my jazz and contemporary. Let me go do a leap.
Do
But
you think
yeah,
I'm a
no,
good dancer?
lifting to me, I swear, girl, I'm dying. Lifting to me though has to, I mean, clearly I have an elbow injury. It helps with my aggression. It really does.
Oh, I should be doing more. Like, I should be doing that. Because you know, I got
Um,
problems.
give it a try. Give it a try. And if you need any
Okay.
guidance, I'll help you. But like literally, I swear it is such therapy for me. It's not just about being tone, I swear. Because if it was
Mm,
about being toned, I would have quit a while ago. I've had this upper body injury for so long. And I've said to you during like, little spouts, like, damn, leg day is getting repetitive and doing cardio all the time a little bit more. It's becoming repetitive. And I'm just like, nah, like, and there's days where I'm like, I don't want to go to the gym anymore. And I'm just like, no, you got to keep going because your elbow will heal, but it is my
yeah.
form of therapy. I mean, my upper body right now is not as toned as I want, but I don't just go to the gym for looks. I go for my recovery and for my mental.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it isn't just all about the looks. I think why fitness naturally becomes a part of recovery is you just treated your body like an amusement park. So
Yep.
y- getting into fitness is like, it's paying tribute to, it's it's giving back to this body that carried you through that addiction. Is getting to
Yeah.
know yourself again, is starting to respect yourself, and that's why it's so big because you can get sober, but if you're not going to the gym and doing these things, it's like there's still that part missing, where
Yeah.
you need to look into that's respecting your body and knowing. I think I learned a lot about myself and what I need to work on physically, like internally, because I was working out. I'm like, okay, hey,
Oh, yeah.
actually, I'm working out so much, my stomach is still looking a little bit different. Have done like some permanent damage to my stomach because
Yep.
I'm doing all these things and things look different. And then I'm like, oh, I actually have, a hormone uh, balance.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, I need to look into these things. And yeah, fitness will do all kinds of different things for your recovery.
Yeah. I mean, that and then everything we put in our body, it's like, and I'm not even trying to sound cliche because I do a little bit of the Buddhist way, but like your body really is a temple, right? Like it is. And we shat on that temple for so long. It's time to
I was
literally
shitting
like
in that
give it back.
temple.
Yeah,
I
now
shit
it's
on the
time to
floor,
have
man.
wheatgrass shots, ginger shots, kombucha, water, repeat. Oh,
I
add
like
an
how you call it
Alani.
kombucha.
Am I saying it wrong?
It's
Is there a right
kombucha.
way? There probably
Is
is a right way.
there? It's kombucha.
Is there a right way of anything?
Oh, ooh, that's
That's really
that's
deep.
deep.
Again, me with the deepness, man.
She's going deep. She's deep diving. She's a scuba
Oh,
diver. She's getting
hell no. Would you scuba
certified.
dive?
Okay? You
Would
didn't
you
know that?
scuba dive? What?
You didn't know that I was a certified scuba instructor?
Stop it. Are you being real?
No.
I'm naive. I was like, no, tell me more. You
No.
didn't know?
I don't even like swimming. I don't even like
Google
swimming that
me,
much,
bro.
so. You haven't Googled me? You haven't
I
found me on
Google a lot of
Trustpilot?
people. That's kind of weird.
I'm rated well on Trustpilot for being a scuba instructor, okay? So,
That sounds so
take a look at
official.
that. I
Wait,
know.
that's confusing. Like,
Yeah, you just make
okay,
that shit
here's
up like
another
that.
Canada. When I'm like, does Canada have this? Does Canada have that?
Sometimes the questions kind of stupid, but like sometimes it's not.
Hey, I am who
Sometimes it's
I
a good
am.
question.
Okay,
Sometimes it's a good
my
question.
questions are real life questions, and sometimes
They
they don't
are.
have to do with Canada.
That's true. Yeah, it's not always
The palm
about
tree
Canada,
one,
you know? The palm tree one,
that
that
was so
one,
dumb.
but you knew in your heart, you're like, that's not it.
No, usually when
That's
I
not it.
ask something out loud, it's I pondered for a while before saying it.
It's stuck in there,
because I
stuck in that
know it's
old
gonna
noggin.
sound dumb. It's okay.
Okay, did you have geography
Yes.
classes or how'd you do?
I don't recall. I think I passed. I don't think I did well.
What if we're still waiting for you to hand in your report? They're like,
Oh, well,
shit.
then I didn't pass. Technically, I'll crush on him.
Hot teachers, you know? Um, eh, Whoa, whoa, oh, stop,
What?
stop.
I'm dead.
This brings me back. When I was in high school, we had this one English teacher who was an accountant. And then he started teaching, and he was like only a teacher for like maybe like a year or so. Weird. And then in the summertime, we saw him like all over the news for he ran away with like some like 15 or 16-year-old girl
Hold
from like
on. I
another
have a
school.
similar
And like
story.
and he left his family and shit.
Girl, oh my, stop it right now. First off, I had an English teacher my sophomore year. Okay. Do you guys have sophomore year? That's the second year in
No, I
high
don't even know what
school.
year that is.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
My English teacher, who was only at the school for a couple of years, who also came to my house for Passover dinner, which I found odd. And I don't remember even how that happened. My stepmom invited him and he came. Okay. Um, he was like seeing one of the students. He had a family and he
No.
went to jail for it.
No.
The fact
Isn't
he
that
came over my
crazy how
house
it
for
comes up like
Passover,
that?
though.
That sick fuck.
Yes. How
Like,
terrifying.
this is what people don't think about. Like, you invited that person into your house? You didn't think it was weird that he said
Yeah.
yes? That's
Not even
fucking
just
weird.
that. You know why? Let me explain too. He was very educated on Judaism to the point, like, I don't know if he was actually Jewish and converted or he was knowledgeable because of what he was doing, but he used that
Yeah.
to identify with
Yeah.
me. So it was shocking to me and I was like, whoa, and I'm like 15. So I'm like, wow, we have this in common. And I tell my stepmom, so he was invited for Passover.
Oh,
That's
no,
crazy to
dude,
have
that's some
something like that
creepy
in
shit.
common.
Oh, yeah. He was doing that for sure to get in with these families, do some creepy shit. Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yes,
Sick fucks. Graduate though.
I did.
Shit.
Surprisingly too.
Oh, good.
How are we gonna end this? Like how it's okay to have a different path with recovery. Do whatever works for you.
Fucking do what works for you. Do what works for you.
Yeah.
You don't have to be like me. I don't think you even want to be like me. Like, let's get real. You watch this. You see what I'm working with here. You don't want this.
You want to be you.
You see what Rachel's
You
got?
just want to be you.
You don't want to be like Rachel, or maybe you do. Rachel's pretty cool. She's pretty cool. She's got some stuff
You
going on,
really
but she's
don't.
doing pretty good.
You don't.
The best person to be is yourself, and that's what's up.
Authentic,
I have a
no
quote.
matter what. Yes.
All right. Of course, I've been really into the Goggins lately. So I'm like, this
He's
is
intense.
we're gonna get into the Goggins here. So I thought I'd solve a problem when really I was creating new ones by taking the path of least resistance. So
I
do
heard him say
what's
that.
hard. Don't do what's easy. Keep on keeping on. Be yourself. That's what's up.
Yeah. Get
Thanks for
uncomfortable
listening.
being uncomfortable. Thanks for watching.